Good afternoon, everyone. Marissa is here, the Filipino wife in America. Today, I'm here again because I'm going to give you a video which is about the three major misconceptions about a Filipino woman. I've seen some of these in TikTok, YouTube, and even Facebook that Filipinas are bad. Today, that's the issue we are going to talk about. So before we start, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I upload new videos. Yes, sometimes it hurts me as a Filipino woman because some people say Filipino women are gold diggers. It's really hurting for Filipino women in general because not all of us are like that. If one Filipino woman did that to somebody, it doesn't mean that all Filipino women are like that, gold diggers. It normally happens between a Filipino woman and a foreigner. When a young Filipino woman is dating an older foreigner, automatically the notion for that is that Filipino woman is a gold digger because she is dating an old foreigner. That really sounds a bad judgment because there are so many successful relationships, like the foreigner in the Philippines, Beth and Terence, right? So the age gap is really big. Another one is the Filipina Destiny, Dennis and Marissa. Another example of an old foreigner and young Filipino woman. Their marriage is successful. The misconception that a young Filipina dating an old foreigner means that Filipina is a gold digger. No. Maybe for some it happens, but doesn't happen all the time. Filipinas in general are not gold diggers. They just fall in love with an old foreigner. There are really younger Filipino women who really love to date older foreign men. Why? These are some of the reasons. Older men, regardless of race, are more caring, more generous, and more loving, and many more, I know. You can't really judge a younger Filipino woman that she is right away a gold digger when she's dating an old foreign man or even an old Filipino man. That is not the reason for everybody. Maybe for some, but not for all of them. Number two, when a Filipino woman dates a foreign man right away, the notion is that is just marriage for money. I don't think that is really the first reason because I cannot imagine being married to a person you don't love, being married to a person just for money. For me, I really can't imagine myself marrying a person just for money. I really can't. It's marriage. So when you are married, you are one with that person. If you judge a Filipina that way, I disagree again to that notion. First and foremost, when we look for a man, undeniably, we are attracted right away with the way they look. I guess men are the same too, right? I always love a man with a long hair. My husband really had a long hair before. He had long hair like tied at the back. That was the first thing that attracted me to my husband now. I strongly disagree to that judgment where people say that Filipinos marry foreigners because of money, marriage for money. Number three, third wrong judgment is free ride to a foreign country. I heard this from my husband before. When we first started talking, he kind of told me about that situation where he heard that most Filipino women talk to foreigners for a free ride to the US, to Europe, or anywhere in the world. I don't think that's right, where you just talk to a foreigner just for a free ride coming here in the US. Because when we go to K1 petition, the foreigner needs to visit the Philippines to make sure, to prove to the US Embassy that the relationship is legit. If you just want to talk to a foreigner for a free ride, meaning when the foreigner visits you in the Philippines, there are pretensions, pretending that you love the foreigner, just to have the free ride, which I think that would not prosper. I don't think you can pretend for a year, for example. When the foreigner visits the Filipina in the Philippines, they would be together so that they can have documentation, have pictures together that the relationship is legit. I don't think a Filipino woman can hold that pretension for so long just to get the free ride going to a foreign country, for example, the US. That's why I said I strongly disagree to that notion, to that judgment, because Filipino women are not like that. If there are Filipino women who did that, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now, don't give a conclusion. I hope I made it clear to all foreigners out there. Don't be hesitant to date a Filipino woman because sooner or later, you can really find a good Filipino woman. There are so many Filipino women out there in the Philippines who are also looking for somebody to be with for the rest of their lives. I got a lot of comments. I even have a lot of messages on my FB page asking me about the characteristics of Filipino women. I told them the truth, although they have heard so many wrong judgments. But in the end, Filipino women are truly beautiful inside and out. That's all. Now, if you have other misconceptions over there which you think I failed to say here, please leave your comments down below. And if you are a foreigner who is still dating a Filipino woman right now, please tell me your story and leave your comments down below. And if you are a foreigner who has a sad experience with a Filipino woman, please share your story as well. Before we end this video, I'm going to give you some tips again, which I already have said this in my previous videos. Tips for foreign men who are dating Filipino women. I always say this mantra, it takes two to tango, right? Now, if you think that Filipinas are gold diggers, maybe you are also part of that issue. You give money even if the Filipina doesn't ask. If you think that a Filipino woman is just to get married for money, as a man, I guess you will know that, right? Don't put all the blames to a Filipino woman because, as I've said, it takes two to tango. A relationship will not prosper without two people involved in it. Thank you for watching. Please don't close the video yet if you haven't. Click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you. Bye.